50. Facing the first ball of Nova. It's unbelievable throughout his career. That's a good follow-up. A little bit of an extended follow-through as well. He won't be happy, Sheen Freddy, with the fumble in the field.
Yeah, much better length and good pace on that 141 kilometers an hour. But that first ball 6 was amazing. Uses his long handle in the early part of the game. Now, Shubman Gill will be facing. Will there be a Yorker coming from Shaheen? He likes to bowl that swinging Yorker to the right-hander batter, not so much to the left-hander.
To be a nice little head-to-head as well. Swing the ball back in. Rocky on the left front foot, nice and solid from Shubman Gill.
Well, he has got a small weakness if a left armer brings the ball back. And this is Sharma versus Oman. Beautiful shot, scored 38 of 15. Such a free-flowing batter.
Such a clean hitter of the ball. Again, in this game, with the first ball of the over, just disappeared consistently. Punching that one back past Afridi. Scampers through for one. It's good running from these two openers. India.
It's such a teasing sort of target. Being very watchful for Gill. Tapping it for single. 172 is not a big ask for this Indian batting lineup. Unless or until they lose early wickets, if they lose 2 or 3 wickets in the power play, then things might become a little bit tough or difficult.
Picked up a wicket 20 times in the first over. Afridi.
Very calm, Surya Kumar Yadav. He knows that his team's got a depth in the batting and this target should not be an issue, should not be a problem.
Last ball the first over, 8 from it so far. Abhishek on strike. Tried to fire towards the pads, good enough to get bat on that solidly, and they just take the one. He retains the strike, so 9 off the first over. Who's done a very good job with the ball. Hasn't got going with the bat, but with the ball he's been very impressive for Pakistan. A little too far away from him, actually, that shot down the ground.
Had a good success in this Asia Cup. Saim Ayub with the ball. They did not bat that well. Looked better today, but not as good as we have seen him in the past. But his bowling has been spot on. As a wicket taker, he does take early wickets. Skipper Salman Agha showing trust in him. Still going with the new ball. He does bowl that seam up delivery which goes away from the right-hander. And when he bowls that slow one, then it just sort of looked to turn the ball. He's got a few tricks.
It's nicely bowled. There was a time where he didn't particularly do a good job when he was bowling at the start of an innings, but these days he settled in nicely. Ayub. Come back actually from Afridi off that first ball, went for 6. They can double up with this over to be tidy start from Pakistan. A little bit leg side. He's got that away comfortably. Not going to get away with that line against this batting. That's gone for 4.
Pakistan cannot afford to give freebies, and this was one of them. It was very much leg-sided. Gill didn't really have to do much. Watch that ball. It was outside the leg stump. All he needed was a little touch. And the pace which Simon Yu has bowled that delivery would have always taken this to the boundary.
That's through that cover region, and that's another one. It gets the first one. A little bit short and wide the second. Given the treatment as well.
Early pressure from these two Indian openers onto the Pakistani. Two new ball bowler. Shaheen went for 9, and now Simon Ayub second boundary in this over. 9 already in this over. Trying to go slowly but given too much room.
Perhaps trying something a little bit too clever for that second ball after that previous one went for a boundary. Easing that one on the onside. Just the one. Good over for India. 10 from it, 19 for none. That's Gill again. Strong rests. Working that one hard. Just to reflect on what Pakistan did. They got off to a very good start in their whole innings. The top score was Farhan in the first 10 overs, 91 for 1. Overs 11 for 17, 38 for 3. 7 overs, 38 for 3, and then 42 for 1 off the last 3 overs. So Farhan was the standout performer.
They all got starts. Apart from Sahibzada Farhan, nobody could really push on and get another 50 or maybe more.
Slow delivery that time from Afridi, nicely bowled. Ended up being a nice length as well with that slow ball. Just can't go past that stat. 7 overs in the middle, 11 to 17, 38 runs only, 3 wickets and 40 deliveries without a boundary.
Yeah, that's the time when Pakistan were left behind the run they were looking for. It could have been easily 190, maybe more. But I think that middle period where the spinners were bowling, Pakistan couldn't really get off the park. In the air, can this be taken? No! It was an excellent try, but ball was always going away from him.
Yeah, couldn't quite get there. I hope he's okay. It was Nawaz. But Nawaz, he fell awkwardly as well as he got there in the end, but stuck that right hand out, couldn't quite snaffle it. High on the bat. Thought he was in the game there, but would have been a beauty had it been taken.
I think he got wrong-footed also a little bit right at the end. He couldn't. That was his right hand. He's a left-hander, so it was a little bit harder for him to catch on his right. Saw him earlier game. He picked up a beautiful catch with his left hand.
Oh, that's strong. That's terrific. Picked up that length and just slapped it over the top for 4.
Another slow delivery from Shaheen Shah Afridi, but in the zone for Shubman Gill to just put it away over mid-off. An easy pickings, rolling his fingers, but look at that. Long levers, and Shubman Gill says, I'll have some of that. Beautiful shot.
That run rate up, much like Pakistan did. It's at 9.4 at the moment. Pakistan got it up to that sort of rate very quickly. Really nice controlled shots from India. Oh, that's brilliant again. Chases on from the sweeper. Probably going to settle just for 2.
How nicely these two are playing. No rush, just a pure timing, allowing the ball to come close to them, both of them actually. A very elegant player, both of them. They've got to break this partnership, Pakistan, if they want to stay in this game. Because these two staying at the crease means this game will wrap up very quickly.
Hitting the ball so crisply. 2 men outside the circle. Third man and mid-wicket. Oh, that's drilled along the ground. Sakova, that's a great shot. What a nice way to finish the over. Boundary off the last ball, 12 runs from it, 31 for none.
Four fours and 1-6 in 3 overs. They don't believe in singles. They believe in boundaries.
Rahman into the attack. Now he's been outstanding so far. First ball of the over. What can he do? Abhishek looking for a boundary. Can't get there. Just one.
After the first couple of overs, everyone is on the heels, and the reason is this. Because these two are really stroking the ball nicely. They're all sitting on the inner circle, outside the circle. Few words. You have to stop those singles. Yes, boundaries are coming, but at least he can do is stop those singles. I don't think the ball hit the stumps. I think it was Mohammad Haris's hand, but we're still going to go upstairs and check.
TV umpire director, umpire referral for a run out. Can you give me a best side on angle at the striker's wicket, please? Roll it forward, roll it forward. Take it back and forward, please. The keeper misses the ball. I want to see whether the ball going to hit the stumps. Okay, roll it forward, over, all the way. Thank you. Batsman well inside. The wicket's broken by the arm of the wicket keeper. Ball is not in his hand. I have a decision for big spin.
Yeah, trying to grab it, had to get a bit from behind his back, and obviously got a bit tangled there with that arm going on first, knock all the bows off. The Bras economy rate in this Asia Cup is 3.51 before today. I mean, that's unbelievable stuff. He's a kingpin. A little bit short and wide. Hammered. No run.
So far, Brar Ahmed, no good. First three deliveries are pretty short, pretty wide. Got to get into his rhythm quickly.
Waited, had so much time, and he's got that away. One bounce, and it's gone for 4. Before this game, he bowled 70 balls. He only conceded 2 boundaries. So that's his third only in the Asia Cup.
Again, another one, short one. Abhishek just going back, and there's so much room available with the power play still on. Boundary every time he hits it.
Just really good batting, sensible batting. Set that one very high indeed. How far's that one gone? That's gone far enough. That's 6. That is a brilliant shot. Again, so clean. What a talent Abhishek is.
Wow. He's an unbelievable player. Great swing of the bat once again. It wasn't short at all, and allowed the ball to come. And look at that long handle. Long levers, 83 meters. Magnificent hit.
Stein at the same stage with 36 for 1, so it's reasonably tight at the moment. But these two guys are playing superbly. Abhishek and Gill. 12 off the 5 balls bowled so far by Bra. Off 11 for Abhishek. Strike rate of 190. Gill's going at 188. Overpitched. Couldn't quite get it on the half volley. 4 done. 43 for none.
lined up. Haris Rauf to Shubman Gill. Clipped into the leg side. Good partnership. The opening stand, 44. Thoroughly been enjoyed by the crowd.
Yes, he began with that 6 and then Shubman Gill also joined in with the shot that he plays well. A punch and then the lofted off drive as well, stepping down and hitting through the covers. Waiting for the ball to come on. It's the kind of start that India needed. Facing a competitive total from Pakistan.
Just plug in with the vacant field over that slashing off stump. Once again, the start of the over. His first ball faced Abhishek Sharma. Dispatches Haris Rauf for 4.
Well, he gets room outside the off stump. He's going to fling his bat at it. You've seen him do that. That's what's happened. He's got room outside the off stump. He's gone for the big hit over mid-off. But if it moves a little bit, it gets an edge. The extra pace of Haris Rauf is going to take the ball to the boundary. And that is what has happened. It was a slow delivery, all right. But still, got 126 kilometers per hour. That's nippy.
It's a better line to be targeting the stumps of that length. Contest just getting a little heated as well. First time Abhishek Sharma is playing Haris Rauf in international cricket. Just felt even the change of pace, but there's too much width on offer.
Exactly, that's what he looks for. At any time, but particularly in the first 6 overs when there are just 2 fielders in the deep and outside the 30-meter circle. Give him a little bit of room. He's going to, like I said, throw his bat at it. The field is quite interesting. There is a deep point.
The charge, the slash, just over the infield. So the contest well and truly on. Abhishek Sharma's numbers are phenomenal. Once again, a 50 partnership. And in very quick time, these are 28 deliveries.
Yes. And he does step down the pitch and do that. But the point is that he mustn't let the bowler upset him. Haris Rauf or anybody will go down and say anything to you, but that doesn't mean that you try and crash him for a 6 next ball. That is only going to be playing in the bowler's hand. A very good partnership. 50 for no loss coming in the 5th over itself. India scoring at more than 10 runs, almost 11 runs and over.
And you see the way Abhishek Sharma is approaching this. The intent very clear. He's not going to shy away from the game that he plays best. Does Haris Rauf have the goods to break this partnership, to outsmart the Indian opening pair?
Well, he's seen now Abhishek venture down the pitch twice of consecutive deliveries, so he's obviously got to do something about that length then. He's bowling well within himself. You can see the first ball was about 143 kilometers, but after that he's bowled 125, 128, 127. 123, so he's not really letting it rip.
Short and put away. And Gill with almost class. 12 runs off that over, 5 overs done. 55 for no loss. India going at 11 runs and over.
We saw that in the previous over as well, and now trying to slow it down. Pakistani cap. Good thinking.
He was wayward in his first over. Saim Ayub hit a wide outside the off-stump straight, down the leg side a couple of times. You want to be targeting those stumps. Abhishek Sharma at the moment seems to have answers to pretty much everything. A straight hit for 4.
He waited for it. There is a long off. So he picked a spot. And Bidon, the fielder, is within the 30-meter circle. This is short. This can happen with bowlers who are worried about batters going down the pitch. And he's seen that Abhishek Sharma has gone down the pitch to a quick bowler like Harish Rao. So that's why bowling is a little bit short, playing into Abhishek's hands.
Always important how you start overs in T20 cricket. You want to put the pressure back onto the bowler. Last ball of the previous over. Watch Gill. So easy, so pleasing to watch on the eye.
Yes, brilliant, absolutely brilliant shot. And both these guys play with each other from Punjab, and that's why after that shot was played, what a magnificent shot. He had something to say to Harish Rao, who in the over had something to say to Abhishek Sharma.
Once again a bit wayward, trying to dart it in onto the stumps, not allowing Gill to get under, but just too straight, and then that ends up bowling a wide. Brilliant. Full of class. Gill puts that away for 4.
So it's important to put the ball between the fielders, and that's exactly what he's done. And when you have a look at how late he's played it, that will tell you why that ball went between the two fielders. If he had played it a little bit early, it would have gone to the fielder at backward point perhaps, but he's played it late. See how late he plays it. Last minute. And that is the reason he could bisect those two fielders. Brilliant batting that.
Not much of a gap, that 19 meters. Such contrasting styles. You look at Shubman Gill, has so much time on his hands, so effortless, so pleasing. But Abhishek Sharma manages to steal the spotlight because of his flamboyant nature, almost over-aggressive style of play, but extremely effective. Some of Abhishek Sharma's numbers, strike rate of 250, the first ball of the over, so always looking to put the pressure back on, never allowing the field to settle. Overs gone for 10, 1 to go. Short, a rank long hop, deserved that treatment. Once again, the over closing with the boundary. 14 off it, 6 done, 69 for no loss. Breakthrough protection on the leg side. Long on, long off.
Once again, Shubman Gill hitting a boundary of the last ball of the over. Looks to bowl the leg spin, but didn't quite get it right. Halfway down.
Where's this ball sailing to? Into the fence and into the boundary goes. Another big 6 of Abhishek Sharma.
Yeah, magnificent shot once again. Ball pitched up, and he was quick to seize on it. There's a fielder there at deep mid-wicket, but he was so confident. Came in the arc. And there it is. Nobody in the crowd also caught it.
Rotates a strike after that big hit. Almost a contrasting emotions in the crowd. Because what the scoreline suggests at the moment. Yeah, both openers under the spotlight at the moment. Shubman Gill, 35 of 18. Both openers striking at north of 190. And the required run rate because of that has fallen to just 7.1. Reinforcement on the offside. Gets a good hand to that, the skipper, but it'll still be one.
There comes that punch of the back foot again from Shubman Gill. A little bit disappointed. It didn't get more than a single for that. But the ball came a little slowly off the surface, so he wasn't quite able to hit it where he wanted to. You can see that Shaheen has given 21 of his 2 overs.
Once again, the big shot doesn't have the distance. Will this be taken? Oh, he palmed it over. He's made an absolute mess of that as Fakhar Zaman. And that'll mean another 6 to the total of Abhishek Sharma. India move to 83.
I don't know what he was looking to do, whether he was looking to guess the ball and then he knew that he would probably go over the boundary, so whether he was looking to relay it to the fielder who was backing over there. Oh, no. It was just one of those things that happen to the Indian fielders as well.
Yeah, Pakistan just losing the radar. 16 runs of that over 85 for no loss. Short and wide, and Gill will feel he's missed out.
Got a little bit of turn. He had to chase for it.
The reverse and play to absolute perfection. This is incredible ball striking from both openers.
It is. It's almost as if both of them are saying, if you can do that, even I can do it. And while we haven't as yet seen a reverse sweep from Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill doing all those who doubted his inclusion in the team, that he can play the audacious shots in T20 cricket as well.
Gets into such fantastic positions on impact. Really incredible execution from both openers. Abhishek Sharma 48, just over 23, striking at 208. And once again in his knock, 4 sixes already. No matter what Pakistan have thrown at him at the moment, it has flown to the boundary. Away from the fielder. And into the fence as well. He will raise a bat to a full house here in the five as he brings up his 3rd international T20 R50 to go along with 2 incredible hundreds. What a player.
What a player indeed. Incredible shot once again. I was wondering whether he's going to go for the big shot and get to a half century. He didn't quite go for the lofted shot, but he played this exquisitely well. And of course, he acknowledged somebody sitting in the crowd over there. Good start. Terrific start this by India.
Brilliant to do that along with your childhood friend in the middle as well. Gill Sharma. Sweeper should cut that off. Another expensive over Pakistan. Goes for 11, 8 done, 96 for no loss.
So 96 for no loss, and India going like a fast train at the moment. .97 from 8 overs. They call it bullet trains these days. They also call it a runaway train without brakes. That's what India is doing here. 97 for none, we're into 9th over. What an innings. What a player Abhishek Sharma. 53 of just 25. Gill, equally good. 49 53, but everything is in control. Unbelievable display of batting by these two youngsters from India.
He's got long levers, such a lovely bat flow. Like a lot of players we've seen over the last 8-10 years who go towards the bottom of the bat. Abhishek Sharma holds his bat right at the top of the handle. Remember, someone like Adam Gilchrist who would do it.
And out of this 8.2 overs, there are 13 dot ball shares, 97.
Again, in the air, an opportunity. No, it'll land safely.
See, that's the beauty of these players, Abhishek Sharma and Gill. They don't stop. They're not going to take singles now. Look at this, 99 run rate of 11.65. And what an innings from this player. And then, of course, 4 sixes, 4 fours, slighted to 200. He just played everywhere, all over the park. Breathtaking.
What he does when he plays the field, he's a smart operator. He knows where the fielders are positioned. 100-run partnership comes up. And it's come in double quick time. And already fabulous entertainment for the crowd. Abhishek, 4 boundaries, 4 sixes, 8 boundaries for Gill. So already 12 boundaries and 4 sixes in this innings.
Ideal combination, right hand, left hand. Most runs in DP World Asia Cup 2025. Abhishek Sharma, top of the ladder, 155. Nishanka, Farhan, then Hridoy, and then of course Kushal Mendes.
This is the highest partnership for any wicket in this year's Asia Cup. And Gill is showing great maturity as well. I think they know each other so well. They know each other's game. They've grown up together. They practice together. They play for the same team. And someone like Yuvraj Singh watching, he'll be mighty thrilled. He would have seen these young boys grow under his eyes. And they're putting up a show, matching each other shot for shot.
Another expensive spell from Haris Rauf, 17, conceded its second over, straight to the fielder. Ray dot ball, 9 overs gone.
So 71 needed. Here's Faiman shot.
Must be a tough situation for Pakistanis playing on the field. They're going through motions. This partnership, as we all know, 100 plus, 10 wickets in hand, required run rate just under 6.5. No worries there for India. But they outplayed Pakistan so far in this game in literally every department.
And as a captain, Salman Agha, you tend to run out of ideas when you have this kind of a partnership where both ends are going, they're batting sensibly, playing the field. They played shots all around the ground. Gill, the more orthodox, all cricketing shots. Very stylish. Has looked in good touch too. That was a classic. Typical Gill special. Good on the pull. Placement good, front, back good. Good all-round game.
Everything, the step down, the late cut, the reverse lap, you name it, he has got it, and with control. Special talent. An equally good player in red ball cricket too. The way he led this series against England in recent past was just unbelievable performance.
Yeah, terrific. Those many runs. And really an all-format player. And he keeps it simple. Doesn't really change his game. Whereas he's orthodox, he's correct. Just adapts to different formats.
he takes his time in test cricket. See off the ball, leaves it every time, changes according to the situation.
Bang. This time, it's over mid-off. Will land safely and they'll come back for two. Just wonder what could be the options for Pakistan here. Because you got to look back at your main bowlers. You can't wait for over number 18 or 17 because this game's running away fast. Got to look for your main guys to come and break the partnership.
Yeah, that's the only option. 67 runs required, 62 deliveries to go. And of course, in the first 7 overs, Pakistan has given their part-time bowler Saim Ayub 3 overs. I think it's a drinks break, 105 for none. Have a look at the wicket. Cross seam. Maybe nip back a bit, tad bit, yeah. Off stump going, good delivery, good length. And they got the first breakthrough. Couple of wickets here. Can maybe put little pressure on India, but right now India is on top. And what an innings from Gill. 47 of 28, 105 for 1. 10 gone, 105 for 1, India.
So 67 from 60. Haris Rauf continuing.
A single on the first ball. Abhishek Sharma made some unbelievable shots. And this is the skipper, Surya Kumar Yadav. 2,000 plus runs, averaging, look at this average in this format, 39. And strike rate of almost 170, 166.27. 21 50s and 400s.
Well, this is a good matchup, bringing Haris Rauf against Surya Kumar Yadav. He's dismissed him twice in 2 innings. Obviously would have had that in the back of his mind. Not just Rauf, but even the think tank.
The back of a length delivery, if you as a bowler want to get wickets, especially if you're defending total like this when opposition requires 66 or 58, this is Shubman Gill departing. What a delivery, nipped back a bit, cross seam though, and he missed it. Big gap between bat and pad.
It ended up being a very good delivery because hardly anything was happening. Probably a loss of concentration straight after the break. He was being treated for cramps. First ball, and we've seen that so often. After a break, the wicket can fall.
That chip in the air. Catch taken. It's again Haris Rauf who's got Surya Kumar Yadav. Mentioned this is a good matchup.
And he's got the captain.
And that you did, Chaz. Second wicket for Pakistan. And that too, the skipper, Indian skipper, Surya Kumar Yadav. Top edge, good catch by Broad and third man. They're not easy, especially in this ground. Let's have a look. He's going towards his favorite area. Square leg, fine leg, but got the top edge. Very well judged catch by Brown at third man. His second wicket for Pakistan. Skipper departs for without any runs. 106 for 2 now.
Tilak Verma comes out to the middle. Two left-handers at the crease. Pakistan Pakistan striking a double blow. Shubman Gill a little while ago, and then Surya Kumar Yadav. Dismiss for no score.
বাড়ি গেছিলাম বাড়ির দিকে
This is a time now Pakistan will believe they can attack a bit.
Now or never for Pakistan, Shaz. Another talented batter, Tilak Verma, is out on the crease. 2 down now, India. When you're defending, look at his record and look at his strike rate, averaging 47. That's massive in this format. The opposition eats 66 or 56. I would have another fielder inside the circle and try to get a couple of more wickets. Pakistan are only 4 fielders inside the circle. This is Surya Kumar Yadav. Departing the top edge. So you got to take a risk as a skipper or as a team. Otherwise, 4 and over 5 required run it is just 7.
You see, with wickets falling, as even Abhishek Sharma, he's not had much of the strike, so he'll probably lose a bit of rhythm. He likes to get on strike, keep that momentum going. He's been deprived that.
19 balls since the last boundary. Last 30 deliveries, 41 runs has been conceded with 2 wickets, Pakistan. So I would like to see a slip for a new batsman, maybe mid-on, mid-off up in the circle. Just take a risk. Probably you get a wicket in the process.
It's a good over so far. And 11 overs ball, just 1 run coming off that last over, 106 for 2.
Look at that shot. Mid-off was up in the circle, on the up. I think it was a slow delivery as well. Yes, it was 114 kilometers an hour. Plenty of time for Abhishek to settle himself and wait for it.
Hits his spot nicely. He targets the bowler early doors in the over. Not the first time we've seen him hit the first ball for 4 or 6.
I think Shazi, that's the template, even Abhishek Sharma or Gill. In this format especially, if they hit a boundary, they're going to go for another one. They're not going to create the strike. That's not their mindset. And that's the way to go in this kind of, in this format. I suppose in T20, he's on 63 of just 34. What an innings. Fahim got a wicket, bowled well so far. But again, new batter is in there. Tilak is there. Still the same field. No slip. 2 fielders inside the circle. He probably will rotate the strike and give a strike to the set batter.
You mentioned about Abhishek, difficult to bowl to him. His strike rate in T20 cricket is 198.
That's his 20th game, not just one of the games. 198 strike rate. These are special numbers. Mind-boggling. And 2 centuries. Look at this, 196.89, 697 runs, 350s and 200s.
Oh, lovely shot this. Just carved it through the offside. And raced away to the boundary. This is hand-eye coordination at its best. The use of the wrist. Just picking up length quickly.
When you talk about a player who plays all over the park, this is what you talk about. If it's a short wide, he'll play cut behind, point, backward point, in front of point. If it's up there, he'll play straight, mid-on, mid-off, mid-wicket. I mean, like I said, it's literally next to impossible to bowl at him when he's in this kind of nick. 10 runs from the over. 1 ball to go. India is sitting pretty, 116 for 2. No problem there. Only way Pakistan can put pressure on them to get 2 wickets in quick succession.
Only a single straight to the man at long on. 11 off the over. 12 gone. 117 for 2.
Goes big again. It's just incredible. Abhishek Sharma stand and deliver. And it's not just against pace bowlers and bouncers, against spinners. It does it against everyone.
Yeah, sensational. Absolutely incredible the way he can hit the ball.
Oh dear, this could be... Yes! Taken. Somewhere caught in 2 minds, I think. When he hit that shot, it seemed like he was just bailing out. In the end, it was an in-between shot. And a good low catch taken. But an incredible innings comes to an end. There's some Pakistani excitement there.
Yeah, almost a chip shot in the end, toe end of the bat. And then we just had a look as to see if Haris Rauf made the ground. He did eventually, took a good catch, a low catch diving in. But not after Abhishek Sharma plays an absolutely incredible knock of 74. 39 deliveries, India 123 for 3.
Whatever the situation, when you have 2 new batters at the crease, a little tricky for the batting team and a small opportunity for the bowling team. Something the captain must reinforce with the Pakistani bowlers that yes, India is in a strong position, in a winning position, but that's in the past. Here's a sliver of hope with 2 new batters at the crease. Good move to have a slip there. Wickets, only way they can win. Samson gets off the mark. Interesting, Tilak Verma actually came in before Samson because they could have kept the left-hand right-hand combination with Samson coming in. This was a big wicket.
Slightly outside his reach eventually. His ball was wide. It's a half-hearted shot, and you can see the disappointment. It was going all guns blazing was Abhishek Sharma, and certainly led that platform. 5-run opening stand between him and Shubman Gill. Sanjit, it's the second time now that just a simple punch down the ground has yielded one. Pakistan, the only way they're going to bring themselves back into the game is wickets. 2 new batters on the crease. I'd like to see one more fielder in. Yes, if they take the chance, they take chance. But if you just allow the batters, knock it around for 1s and 2s and get in, it only gets tougher. You're behind the 8-ball then. Once again, long on and long off, still on the fence.
Yeah, that's allowed these people to get singles. Normally, what they would do is just keep going in one fashion. Because the field is spread out, they're taking the slightly safer approach. But you can't stop them from still thinking boundaries and sixes. That's likely to happen, but this is just allowing them to get into the innings. 126 for 3. just talking about the class of Shubman Gill. Have a look at this shot. He's saying this for a couple of years. Sanju Samson has finally come of age.
As an ardent lover of the game, you can only admire. You can only admire that shot from Sanju Samson. A lovely bat plane coming through the line of the ball and exquisitely timed for four.
This player of the match in the last game. Strike rate was 120. This is more like him. The surface. Low ball. Doesn't find the timing. Abhishek Sharma has one way of batting. Sanju Samson is a little more orthodox. Always takes a very angular small step forward. Thing to like is the full face of the bat meeting the ball. Something right is happening in our country, which they have these kind of incredibly talented batters coming through. The moment making a mockery of the target. Things can still change in T20 cricket, but it looks like that right now. A big heave and got the bottom edge. Yeah, we were talking about Abhishek Sharma. Doesn't move his feet too much. Just tries to get that bat down and make the connection.
Yeah, just watch the bat swing. Beautiful arc. Full extension all the way around. And he can hit the ball a long way. Holds the bat slightly toward the top handle, so allows for that longer lever to come in. But the hand-eye coordination, exceptional.
Yeah, that was the old adage to get power in your batting. To use the long handle, we used to say when you have both hands right at the top of the handle. 6 runs of the over. Good ball, just kicked on to Tilak Verma, who's taking his time, just 3 of 7 balls.
Absolutely right. You give the ball to the most likely prospect to give you a wicket. On to Shaheen Shah Afridi. The onus is on him and to take the responsibility upon him, but it'll be important what lines he bowls. I feel that sometimes he's very good with a deceptive slow bouncer that he bowls.
Around the wicket to Samson. Lost his line, but lucky as well that Samson didn't make the connection.
That's something Pakistan don't have the liberty of, is any extra deliveries or any boundary opportunity. You want to be very tight in time, in line with the stumps. 1 wicket apiece, Abrar, Haris Rauf and Fahim Ashraf. Good, Haris Rauf also very good. Picked up Surya Kumar Yadav for the 3rd time. Matchup that favors Rauf and did again today.
After this game, I don't think they're going to go spin strong again. They started off the tournament and I found that very interesting when they had 3 frontline spinners and Haris Rauf didn't play a couple of games that he's played in this crunch match. He's bowled well, so also Fahim Ashraf. Pakistan might just go back to what has been their strength over the years. Not quite getting the timing right, apart from that cover drive that he hit for 4.
Yeah, he's a fine bowler. Can be a touch expensive, and it's because of the overs that he bowls. He comes in out of the power play to bowl those couple of overs in the middle, but he normally goes a distance sometimes in the back end when the batters are coming at him. He's the highest T20I wicket taker for Pakistan. With the 1 wicket today, he goes to 127 wickets in this format.
Oh, that's a great shot. Really good shot. He's been quiet for a while, Tilak Verma. Just when Pakistan feel feel that they've got a small advantage in the game, and then this kind of a hit just squashes that.
Yeah, fabulous strike. Really good. Once again, the bat plane coming through the line of the ball, not trying to overhit it. Mid-off up in the ring. That is exquisitely put away to the fence.
He wants to. Only one there. Well, a little break in the tournament tomorrow. Won't be having any games tomorrow, but day after, things will liven up again. Sri Lanka hurt by that last defeat against Bangladesh, taking on Pakistan, match number 15. That's on the 23rd, 6:30 p.m. local time, and that match will be in Abu Dhabi. Last match on that ground, which has been a good ground. We've seen some good matches there, a bit hotter than Dubai. Is that 140 for 3. You mentioned it was deliberately quieter. Pakistan was just held back by the Indian spinners, loss of wickets as well. It's been a slightly different India-Pakistan match. India on top, no doubting that they're taking their time thanks to the blitz that we saw from Abhishek and Shubman Gill. They can afford to take time, these two. The luxury you get when you have people like Abhishek Sharma at the top. But from the same state, plenty to share. How did that carry?
Abrar's reaction slightly difficult in terms of whether he's disappointed or he's just taken a bit of a knock on his fingertips. It's more, he's taken a bit of a jolt. Whether did this carry or not? Not well in front.
Or still holding into the pitch a little bit. Sri Lanka-Bangladesh game, I think Bangladesh at the easier pitch, batting second. Not quite as easy for India in the second half. Let's come back for the second. Good running. Is to have somebody who's very keen to run between the wickets, carry on the legacy of Virat Kohli.
Yeah, they've knocked it around very nicely for ones and twos. And look at Tirak Sharma running well, turns, and a quick look to the partner and comes through comfortably in. And plenty of open spaces, and if you just knock it with enough pace, there are twos from the boundary.
Not quite the Sanju Samson that we know, barring that one shot, just struggling with timing.
20 of 21 the partnership. Yeah, required rate well in favor of India still, just only 6.6. But 8 is the time. You almost feel now is the time. Sanju Samson may be getting slightly edgy with that big shot.
He's not timed this one. 3 fielders getting close to the ball. And it lands right in between the triangle.
Well, you can almost afford a little bit of a chuckle. Yeah, the crowd has to say it there, but perfectly dissects those 3. It was almost a case, looking out of the window here, was almost like almost all 3 of them looked at each other. Felt the catch from the cover sweeper. And it was their fielders to come in. But sometimes it just doesn't go your way. And that was probably a good example of that.
Wonder what triangle that was. Equilateral or isosceles. Just memories from school.
You've lost me, Sanjay. Geometry wasn't my strongest suit. Dentistry, maybe.
Oh, yes.